Hello, welcome to the Two Chicks Homestead Podcast. We're the Two Chicks. Yay!
Hi, I'm Nate.
And I'm Erin, and we talk about homesteading and living on a small piece of land.
All right, everyone, welcome to episode 58. 59.
59.
All right, 59 it is.
Today is May 24th.
Yep, and we just got done with the staycation.
Yes.
So I was home all week, and we were getting stuff done and having fun.
Yeah. We kind of did every other day of working and
Yes.
then doing stuff.
Yes. Bunch of shopping, went and got a bunch of stuff for the outside, then ran around, did some stuff, a couple projects at the house, so we'll talk about that. First one that I wanted to get done was get the new run of coax in for the vertical antenna that we have on the side. So I got some LMR 400, which is a very low loss, solid conductor coax for ham radio. Got that at Hamfest a couple weeks back for a steal of a price, so I jumped on that. Ran that, and then messed around with playing with the verticals, or getting it tuned, trying different ground planes. It still needs some tuning, but at least I got most of it.
Yeah.
So it's always experimentation, having fun. So, but wanted to get, since the weather broke, wanted to get that thing going a little bit better. And then we finally put a screen door on the shed for the rabbits.
Yeah.
And that has been talked about for a long time.
Yeah, that's nice, because we had flies, there. I mean, there's always poop everywhere.
Yep, it's normal. I mean, it's nothing you can do about it. There's bugs. And we want to keep the bugs kind of away from them and see if that would help with the that rabbit hemorrhaging disease.
Yeah.
Since that's mostly feed and bug transmitted anyway.
Yeah, which we don't have it here, but
Not
still
yet,
you never know.
Wisconsin's got it, Indiana's got it, Iowa's got it. So I mean, it's close.
Yeah.
So, but we wanted to get them. That was one of the reasons why we moved them inside. Then we finally got the screen door on it.
Yeah.
And it's one of those magnet screen doors you just walk through. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's just, and it makes you feel better too, because, I mean, we leave during the day sometimes, and you never know if something's walking in there, and
Right.
I don't know.
And I have a feeling the wild rabbits that we have might have been in there once or twice, because there was a little hole nibbled in one of the feed bags before I put the screen up.
It could be chipmunks or something.
Very well could be.
We have chipmunks everywhere.
Yes. Chipmunks, squirrels, and like 4 or 5 rabbits.
Yeah.
So those are getting a little annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, so we tilled the garden, got the tomatoes planted, and we put a little fence around it just so the rabbits don't nibble on it. We've never had trouble before.
No.
But we've never noticed this many before.
Yeah, I've always seen like 1 or 2 at like the neighbor's house.
Yeah.
But we have like 4 running through our yard.
Yeah.
So it's we need to do something about it.
Yeah.
Get that handled. So we got a third of the garden planted.
Yeah.
Quarter of the garden.
Kind of, yeah.
Quarter of the garden. Really.
It's been slow. It's been slow this year.
It's still early.
It is. It's earlier than usual, but it still feels like it's... I don't know. It's just been a weird year.
Yeah. But that broad fork that you use is
so
really... I like that thing.
Yeah, this is the first time we used this, our new one in this garden, because we ordered it too late last year.
Yep.
And so we had to borrow somebody else's. So we did use one, but now we got to use ours. And it's nice. I mean, it's slow and it's work, but you get to move the dirt and you see all the worms come up, and you're not like coming through it with a rototiller chopping them up.
Yeah, you're seeing all the bugs move around. You look at kind of the biodiversity that you have in your soil.
Yeah.
And you realize you have some stuff in your soil that you need to take care of, possibly.
Yes, so...
we did see grubs.
Yeah, we got some grubs out. I didn't realize that's what they were at first, so I didn't get them all, but I never picked them out before, so I don't know if I just didn't...
We've always had that one plant in the back covered in Japanese beetles, though.
Yeah.
So... give the grubs to the chickens, maybe they'll pass beetles this year.
And sometimes you do something and it's fine, and then you learn that you were supposed to do something, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been fine, so.
Yeah. I mean, I this year has definitely been an off year for us.
Yes. So I start seeds every year, always the same way.
Mm-hmm.
This year, the first set of seeds didn't even germinate. Mm-hmm. So I had to reseed them. They came up, and then they just all died. I have no idea what happened. I watered them. I took care of them. I sang to them. I talked to them. Told them to grow, and they didn't. So all of my plants this year are purchased, but purchased locally. So at least that's something.
Right. Well, the only thing not local is the zucchini.
Well, the zucchini was brought in. I didn't buy that at the store, but someone did buy it at the store. But all my stuff was from like a Boy Scout plant sale and other little plant sales I saw when I was out and about.
Yeah.
So at least they're all helped. I helped somebody directly.
Exactly. And we've been trying to do that for the longest time, trying to do that stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened to the seeds, but sometimes it just happens.
It happens. And I mean, we tried the heating mat too.
Yeah, and I've grown seeds for years, and I always just put them in the window and watered them sometimes. And they always got, like, huge. And it was like every year I went, oh, haven't done that. I better do that. And it seems like the more stuff I do, the worse the outcome is. So
we also didn't go anywhere this year, so there was no way to stress the plants out like we have the past 2 years.
They were probably, like, stressed out because I was there staring at them every 5 seconds. But yeah, if you're doing something and it works, don't change it. Just keep doing it. Because it doesn't matter if you're not doing it as good as somebody else. Because, I mean, if it's working, then it's working.
Right, and we are going to change it up for next year.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was the dirt. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah. We got a few ideas. We'll kind of go from there, see what they do.
And the seeds were, it was a mix. Some of them were seeds I saved. Some were brand new. Some were from last year. So I can't even, like, pinpoint, like, oh, it's all the seeds I saved wrong or something. I mean, they all grew a little bit and then died.
Well, I mean, some of the seeds that we sent off to people germinated no problem.
Yeah. Well, that was like the corn. The gem corn last year. Everybody I sent it to, it grew. Except for mine.
Yep.
But I don't know if it had to do with there not being corn out and back, so we're going to try it again this year.
Yep. Yeah, we'll try corn and pumpkins in that side garden.
Yeah, gem corn and pumpkins.
Gem corn and pumpkins.
Yep.
See how that does.
Yeah. Because for the amount of corn cobs we got last year, it was pretty cool. But other people grow sweet corn better than I can, so I'll just go buy it for $5 a dozen.
Yeah, I mean, we can get it right in town, or we can catch the Murray corn.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
Yeah, if you're up near Harvard, Illinois, and you've never had the Murray Harvard corn, that is the best.
Yeah, you don't even need to cook it.
You don't even hardly need to cook it. Yeah, oh gosh, it is so good. We used to get that at the all-night flea market. I don't even know if they're still around. I mean, I don't see anybody talking about it anymore. I don't know, I guess I never really looked.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to poke around and see if they're still there.
Yeah. So anyway, we, that was pretty much it. It seemed like we were doing a lot more, but...
Yeah, I think it was just a lot of back and forth and running around.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the whole getting the screen door took, 15, 20 minutes for me to actually do it.
Yeah.
I had to cut a couple pieces of wood, and that was it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was a lot of little quick projects.
Yeah.
That we just have been putting off.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you had to do that, and then so we'd go to the circus that night.
Yep. The circus was fun.
It was fun. Expensive.
Yeah.
But fun.
So, it's, if any of you have ever been to the Ren Fair, the Ren Fair is very easy to spend a lot of money at. But it's very fun.
Yeah.
The circus, very easy to spend a lot of money at, but it's very fun.
Yeah. So it's one of those once in like a lot of blue moons.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the Garden Brothers Nuclear Service or Circus. Yeah.
Yeah, Humans Gone Wild or something.
Yeah.
It was good. It was very entertaining. It was long.
Mm-hmm. So about 2 hours.
Yeah. The girls had a blast.
Mm-hmm.
So it was worth it.
Yeah. I mean, they got to go here. I mean, there was nobody there because we went at like a 4:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got free kids tickets.
Free kids
quote,
tickets.
Like, and so it was like, oh my gosh, it's the week you're on vacation. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, so the free tickets came with the stipulation we had to buy tickets for ourselves, and then we had to pay parking, and then of course we got lemonade and popcorn.
$50 of food.
Yes.
But that's all right. That's all right. I'm not complaining. Just commenting.
It was fun.
It was fun.
So.
It was a good kickoff to the week.
Exactly.
Because then everything else we did was pretty much free. We went to cemeteries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we went to Resurrection.
Yep.
And Bachelor's Grove.
Yep, which you and I used to go to Bachelor's Grove way before the kids.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it used to be one of the most haunted cemeteries in the nation.
Yes.
I don't know if it's
I mean there's so much history with that cemetery. And it's off the Midlothian Turnpike in Midlothian, Illinois. You wouldn't know it was there.
No.
Unless you are looking for it.
Yeah.
'Cause the pathway to get back there, that's it.
Yeah.
It's either that or the settlement that used to be back there. There's nothing else.
Yeah. And so, I mean, because it was, you couldn't see it, there's been a lot of people pushing tombstones over, and way back, they used to dig stuff up and move it around, so it was a very unsettled, sad spot.
Right.
But it's really cleaned up. I'm surprised they haven't fixed stones, but maybe they don't want to break them. And
that's, you start getting into stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's, how do they go back together? I mean, some of them, they're old limestones. They're not going to go back together.
Yeah.
And then you have...
there's nobody there to pay the money to do it, so...
Right. So the oldest grave that I found in there was the 1860s, I think. And then the newest grave was 1989. Now, there's only, 50 graves in there?
If that, yeah.
So, it's not a major cemetery.
No.
And it's really interesting to go back there and wander around.
Mm-hmm.
10 years ago, it was creepy as all hell walking around back in there.
Because it was very overgrown. It was always dark.
Yeah.
And you'd walk down like a quarter mile path,
give or take.
And you would walk down it and you could just feel it get stronger as you made it to the entrance. And it just... Yeah, it was one of those things where you kind of wanted to, clear yourself before you left because you didn't want to take anything home with you.
Right. Yeah, I mean, 10 years ago we were there. The sign was still above the entrance. Yeah. It's gone now.
Yeah.
So somebody probably scarfed that.
Yeah.
But the pond that's behind it was reported to be where Capone dropped a lot of his bodies.
Yep.
Off the highway.
Yeah.
So he would dump bodies back in this little pond that's, 100 yards away.
Mm-hmm.
But it was nice. So we took the girls there, let them walk around a little bit and see just kind of how an old cemetery is.
Yeah, because there's that family stone with the infant daughter.
Yep.
That always has stuff decorated.
Yeah, toys.
People just leave whatever. Coins and flowers and just stuff.
Yep, so the girls brought some toys and put them on there for her.
It's just always neat to go there and see all the different stuff that's left there. Because somebody must come in and clean it out, and then people just bring it in.
Yeah, because we had pictures from 10 years ago, or 20 years ago, it was full of stuff.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, there was quite a bit.
Yeah.
The last time we went, there wasn't. So we must have gone, right after they cleared it.
Yeah, which was fall.
Yeah.
And then... this time we went in the spring, so I have a feeling there's more people back there. Maybe
Yeah.
they do a spring cleanup, people show
Probably.
up. Fall cleanup, then people show up.
Yeah.
So,
And then the other one we went to was Resurrection Cemetery in Justice. And that's... My grandparents are buried there, and I hadn't been there to see my grandmother, who was buried right when I was giving birth to our second chick.
yeah.
But that's known on Archer Avenue. That's known for Resurrection Mary, who supposedly was hit by a car at some point, but there used to be a ballroom that she would go to on Archer Avenue, which has since burned down. But people would say they would be driving down Archer Avenue and see a girl hitchhiking and pick her up, and she'd say, "Oh, I need to go to the ballroom," and they would drive her there or something.
Yeah, she's going to the ballroom, and the ballroom's only, what, a mile and a half down the road?
And then she would just disappear.
Yeah.
Like when they got in front of Resurrection Cemetery.
Or no, she disappeared
something.
in front of the ballroom.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, we'd have to go back and look
I
it
can't
up.
remember. I can't remember. But
it
whole street always felt very active, and it didn't really.
No, I think the trees got taller over the
there's-
past 20 years.
I mean, now there's townhouses where the ballroom was, and it's
Yeah.
like she was reported to be seen in the bathrooms, and it's like, you guys are living right on top of all this history.
Right. And then also you had, somebody said that she was seen dancing outside the ballroom when it was burning down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I remember somebody saying that, and it's like, that's a little interesting.
I don't know if I want to be living there.
Yeah. So.
But it was neat, because I used to be big into ghost hunting. Like, I'd have the dowsing rods and the little meters or whatever that could, tell you what, I don't even know. And so we used to go to a pizza place that was on Archer Avenue. It was called Cavalone's at the time.
Yeah.
And that was a big Al Capone spot. And then I would always go to this coffee shop that, I don't know why, I just always loved it. And Cavalone's, I knew, closed. It's now an Irish
place,
but it still looked, I could pick it out and know it was there. But the coffee shop was exactly the same. And I said, I haven't been here in 15 years. And they said, well, we've owned it for 17. So it was the same people. And it was like, holy cow, this is like a blast from the past.
Yeah, I mean, it was halfway decent coffee,
It was
too.
good. Yeah, and all the snacks and stuff. Yeah, it looked...
The girls got some cookies, we got some coffee and some brownies, and it was good.
Yeah, so it was neat just walking around the cemeteries and seeing stuff that I remember and I had pictures of. And there was the one statue that I don't know what it is about it, but I love it. And I said, it's somewhere in this cemetery.
Yeah.
And so you drove around and all of a sudden it was like, there it is.
Yeah, because you showed me the original picture from 12 years ago, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So I went looking for that, and it's one of the crypts.
Yeah.
Or the crypt houses. I don't know if that's what they're called. But
Mausoleums.
Yeah, thank you. I saw it, and we were pulling up right on the back end of her, and I'm like, that looks like the wings.
Yeah.
So I slowed down, and you guys jumped out, and you're like, yep, that's it.
Yeah, just thinking about it just gives me goosebumps. I don't know.
It's very pretty. I mean,
It is.
you've posted pictures of that, and it's a nicely done statue.
Yeah, I don't know if I posted them on the Two Chicks Facebook page. I'll have to go back and see. But I will, if I didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, sometimes you look at the statues of angels and you're like, who designed that? But this is just, it's so pretty.
Yeah, it's like
and
somebody's...
it's stone. It's not limestone.
Yeah, it's marble.
So it's nice.
Somebody legit took their time with this.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
Very, very nicely done.
Mm-hmm. So that was one of our outings. And then we went to a museum. We risked our lives and went to Rockford, if you know the area.
Yep.
So.
And for those that do know the area and say we shouldn't be in Rockford, don't worry, I carry a gun. I'm not worried about it.
The museum is, I mean, it's
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Burpees and Rockford Discovery Museum.
Yeah. I mean,
They're
I go there
great.
alone with the kids,
Yeah.
and I don't feel unsafe.
Right.
I just wouldn't stop in between here and there
No.
in town.
No. No.
But
It's you literally drive right through downtown Rockford, and it's you might as well be pulling through like Flint, Michigan,
Yeah.
or Detroit or
Yeah.
something, and it's just a shit
I mean, I've
show.
never seen like anything happen. If I saw something happen, we probably wouldn't be going again.
Yeah.
But it's all right.
Yeah. And it's nice. They have fun. It's a great little museum that has a bunch of farm stuff in it.
Yeah.
And
You could spend all day, and there's something for everyone. There's science stuff. It's not just kid stuff. It's a science museum and,
Right.
and
Absolutely.
everything.
and then right next door is burpees,
Yep.
which the kids love burpees. I like burpees.
Yeah. That's a natural history museum.
Yeah. That is worth the drive with all these skeletons from the dinosaurs they have in there.
Mm-hmm.
So they have Jane, which is a juvenile T-Rex inside of that. And then a bunch of Triceratops skulls. And then they got a mammoth skeleton out front, like in the main entryway where you can walk right up to it. They got some giant turtles in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really cool museum.
Yeah.
So it's something the girls love doing. I don't mind taking them up there to go see that.
Mm-hmm. Well, we got the membership for the Discovery Museum, so it's worth the drive. That the Burpees Museum isn't huge,
Right.
so we could pay to go through that and then spend time at the other
Yeah.
museum and have it be, worth the drive.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, we can get through burpees in like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So, and then they'll spend 2-3 hours at Discovery just running around like crazy.
Yep.
So,
Yep. We just bring lunch and we're set for the day.
yep, camp out on the tailgate of the truck and eat.
Yeah. Yep. So, I finally agreed to read Atlas Shrugged after you have been telling me for years. And I did start it a few years ago.
Yep.
And I got to like 20 pages and then life happened.
Yep.
If you have never seen the book of Atlas Shrugged, it's ginormous. It could hold a door open.
Yeah. So the audiobook is 64 hours long.
Yeah.
Just to give you an idea.
Yeah.
And that's 1x normal speed, 64 hours.
Yeah, which I can't do. I can listen to a podcast.
Yeah.
45 minutes tops, maybe. Maybe. That's pushing it. But yeah, I cannot listen to a book. I wish I could, because I could be doing things and I'd probably get through it a lot faster.
Yeah.
But I daydream and I forget that I'm listening to the book, and all of a sudden it's been 20 minutes and I have no idea what they're talking about. Although sometimes that happens when I'm reading too.
Yeah.
But that's my goal. I have pushed off studying for the general ham test, because I just could not get into it right now.
Right.
And it's not going anywhere. The questions are changing,
Yes.
but I don't think I'd even notice.
Yeah, they change in June, end of June.
Yeah.
Is the new pool, and then they'll go for 3 years, if I remember. Because so it goes tech 1 year, general the next, extra the next year, and then they take a break, and then they go back to the rotation of tech, general, extra. They keep changing the pool, so it's every 3 years.
Yeah. So I have been studying for this general, studying as in like I spend 5 minutes here and there. So not really.
Yeah.
And I still go through questions and I have no idea. Like,
Right.
I've never seen them before, even though I've seen them a million times. My brain is just not in it right now.
Well, I'm hoping somebody will come out with a halfway decent class that I can either A, send you to.
Yeah, I mean, I tried watching those YouTube videos and I think I fell asleep. It just drones on and on. And they find like the oldest people to talk.
Well, those are the
and
guys
it's
that
just
know
like,
it.
oh my God. Like, no offense. I understand. But you got to have some liveliness to it.
Absolutely.
So Tim just finished Atlas Shrugged, and now there's a book club that will be in September-ish.
Yeah, September, October, somewhere in that range. We're doing the 1 Second After series right now by William Forstchen. So we're going to go through all 3 of those books just in time for the 4th book to come out, and then we'll go to Atlas Shrugged after that. So I mean, you have some time to get it done.
Yeah. So that's my goal
Right.
this summer, is to read Atlas Shrugged.
Yep.
Because I know I should. Because everyone keeps telling me I should.
It's a very good book. I think you'll like it. It's not a shit hit the fan type novel.
Yeah.
Like Going Home or something like that, but it's a very well played out plot.
Yeah.
It's one of those books where you have to listen to the small details to see the big details in the end.
Well, and I know I'm going to need the book club.
Yes.
Because
you are.
Because sometimes I read and I don't have any idea what I just read.
Yeah.
So my goal is to just plow through it, read it, take in what I can, and then know that everyone will explain it to me at some point.
Right. So if you want to jump in on this and start reading it, so what we're going to do is, Tim and I were talking, we do the book clubs once a month. So we're probably going to do 3 chapters at a time per month. Yeah. So there's 30 chapters in the book. So it's going to take us...
I think I've read 3 chapters.
Yes.
So
it is going to take us 10 months to get through this book.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to unpack in this book.
Yeah.
So I have been through it 6 times right now, and I'm still catching stuff that I missed. So
yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm trying to purposely make time to at least read a few pages a day.
Yep.
Just to keep up on it, because otherwise it's like, what happened again?
Yeah, if you get 3 chapters behind, that's 6 chapters for the next.
Right. Yeah, and I've had that happen with the Going Home, where it was like, forget it.
Yep. Because you got through the first 4 of those books really quick.
First 3.
3? Okay.
Yeah, and then I think it was like overload.
Yeah.
Like, I think I read them all so fast, because they are very good.
Yes.
That all of a sudden it was like,
it all runs together.
Yeah, it's like I gotta step back for a little bit, and then I just never went back to it.
Yeah. So we actually figured out the entire Going Home series is 100 hours. So for anybody that got through all of Going Home, that's almost twice as long as Atlas Shrugged.
How long is Atlas? Oh, 60.
65.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
64 to 65 hours, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
So Going Home, you had 18 hours for the first book, and then 10 hours, 11 hours for the next set of books. So yeah, it's a little over 100 hours.
I think it's just a mental game, because when you have a small book, you go, oh good, there's more.
Yeah.
So I can keep reading, but you can go, I finished that one.
Yeah.
And now you can move on. Where Atlas Shrugged, it's like, it doesn't even look like I've done anything yet, because my bookmark is still way by the front cover. But it'll happen. All of a sudden I'll look at it and I'll be 3/4 of the way through or whatever.
As soon as you get through part 1, then it'll really start having fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those where it's like, it's very good so far. Like, I'm following it, but it's like I want to get to that point where it's like, holy shit, this is why I'm reading this book.
It's coming.
So
it's coming.
It'll get there.
Yep.
I just need to tell the kids, sorry, I'm busy.
Yeah, I mean, that you got your novel written, so that's sweet.
Well, let's not make it sound like I'm done with that. But yeah.
So, but yeah, once we got everything all set, I think we got a lot of stuff done this week.
Yeah, it was a very nice, balanced week.
Yep. And then we had to go back and redo some salve.
Yes, so I've been making the comfrey salve with coconut oil.
Yep.
And I wanted to, so I use coconut oil, I use comfrey from our property, I use beeswax from a farm also in Hinckley.
Yep.
and then vitamin E. So 2 of those things were from Hinckley. And then I got beef fat from a farmer in Hinckley. Well, it's not tallow until it's rendered.
Okay.
So I got the beef fat from the farmer in Hinckley that we get the hog from every year. And I rendered it myself and made the salve. And I'm like, this is awesome. 3 things out of the 4 are from Hinckley.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I like that. I mean, I can't make vitamin E. But, so I made it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not sure if I did this right. So I sent it to a friend of mine who uses tallow-based stuff. And she said it's very, very nice, but it does have a strong tallow smell to it, which is what I was concerned about.
Yeah.
I realized I missed a lot of steps with rendering the tallow. So now I'm going back and redoing the rest of the tallow that I have. And I understand it now. So it was all good, but I did get ahead of myself, and I did fill, 20 tins and put all the stickers on. I'm like, I'm ready to go as soon as she tells me it's perfect.
Yep.
And it wasn't. So now, I don't know.
It happens.
Yeah.
We can start over. I mean, really, it's a little bit lost product, but
we have lots and lots of comfrey out there.
Yes.
I've already told the farmer that I want more beef fat, so that'll be done or ready in a few weeks, which is fine because this gives me time to figure out this next portion that I have and get that set.
And I don't want to put out an inferior product either.
Yeah. I don't want people to be like, oh my God.
Yeah. I want to make sure everybody's happy with it, and we're doing this stuff right, because we have the time to figure it out, honestly.
And I mean, it cost us money. She's nearby, but far enough that I mailed it to her, which was also a test to see how it went through the mail and, stayed
solid.
The consistency was right. So we did pay to have it shipped, but I got the information I needed to fix it.
$4 to ship it. I'm not worried about it.
So sometimes it's worth, spending money to make money, I guess is what they always say.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
So, and chalk it up to R&D, and it is what it is. It's the cost of doing business.
Yep.
So
I learned something from it, so it wasn't a full waste.
Yep. So, and we also got the freeze dryer going.
We did. It's been a long time. Probably since probably in the fall. I don't think I really did anything all winter.
Yeah, because we were too busy.
Yeah, I think it was just an off year where I personally almost needed to step back from the homestead life and food preservation and just all the stuff.
Right.
And now it's like, now I'm excited again. Got stuff in there. I got all these other plans.
Yep.
So it's good. Sometimes you have to step back to enjoy everything again.
Absolutely. So I think that's pretty much what we got for the week, right? Anything else?
So. Field day?
Yes, field day coming up. That'll be June 24th, 25th. That is at our place.
Yep.
So if you want to go check that out on Facebook.
Yep, I have an event on there. It's a 24-hour ham radio-a-thon.
Yep, we'll get going about 10 o'clock in the morning, get set up, and then flip the radios on at about 1.
Yep.
And start either A, calling CQ, or B, chasing stations.
Yeah.
So,
and new this year, we will be serving ham.
Yes. Our bourbon glazed ham.
Yes, because the kids last year thought it was absolutely ridiculous that we did not have ham.
Yes.
So.
Well, I've also heard that some wives get a little upset that they're getting drugged to Hamfest and not getting ham either.
I know. Yeah. There was no ham at Hamfest. But there was ham jam at Hamfest.
Yes, there was.
I thought that was pretty good.
Yes. So, all right, guys.
All right.
We will catch you next time.
All right. See you on the homestead where something is always growing, eating, or cooking.